The 2026 Social Security COLA increase that you've been depending on, it's almost gone before you even receive it. And I know that sounds crazy. How can something you haven't gotten yet already be gone? Well, I'm here to tell you exactly why this is happening, what it means for your budget, and most importantly, what you can actually do about it. Hey everyone, it's Tony from Retirees Benefits. If you're new here, welcome. I've been helping families navigate benefits and financial survival for years, and I don't just read statistics. I talk to real people every single day who are struggling with these exact issues. So when I explain what's happening with your Social Security increase, I'm thinking about people like you trying to make real decisions with real money. Also, go ahead and drop your city and state in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. It helps me understand what regional issues might be hitting different communities. Let's talk real numbers. For 2026, Social Security recipients are getting a 2.5% cost of living adjustment. Now, if you're on Social Security retirement benefits, that's an average increase of about $56 per month, going from $1,976 to $2,032. If you're a married couple both receiving benefits, you're looking at a combined increase of around $88 per month. But here's where it gets worse. If you're on Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, your average increase is only about $44 per month. And if you're receiving SSI Supplemental Security Income, you're getting a maximum benefit increase of just $27. $27. They expect you to survive on that. Now, the government will tell you that 2.5% is actually normal, that it's about average when you look at the last 20 years of COLA increases. But what they don't want to talk about is everything else that's changed since 2020. Because when you look at what you're actually paying for groceries, utilities, and healthcare, a 2.5% increase doesn't even come close to cutting it. Here's the single biggest reason your increase is vanishing. Medicare Part B premiums are going up at 3 times the rate of your Social Security increase. Let me say that again. Your Social Security is going up 2.5%. Your Medicare Part B premium is going up 10%. In 2025, the standard Medicare Part B premium was $185 per month. In 2026, it's jumping to $202.50 per month. That's an increase of $17.50 per month, or $210 for the year. So if you're getting an average $56 increase from Social Security, but you're paying $17.50 more for Medicare, your actual net increase drops to about $38.50 per month. That's a third of your raise gone immediately, and you never even see it because Medicare premiums are automatically deducted from your Social Security check. The same government giving you a 2.5% raise is the same government hitting you with a 10% Medicare increase. This is why your COLA feels like it doesn't exist. But wait. It gets worse, because that remaining $38 you're getting, it's supposed to help you keep up with inflation. But inflation isn't just a number on a government report. It's what you're experiencing every single day at the grocery store, the gas pump, and the pharmacy. And here's something you need to know. According to the Federal Reserve Chairman himself, the person whose entire job is to fight inflation, inflation is being made worse by current tariff policies. This isn't me being political. This is the Fed chair stating a fact. When the cost of imported goods goes up because of tariffs, that cost gets passed on to you. Ground beef, eggs, bread, these basics are still significantly more expensive than they were a few years ago. Your utility bills have climbed. Everything costs more, but your Social Security increase isn't keeping pace. Let me be crystal clear about who this impacts. Retirees and seniors. If you're living on Social Security retirement benefits, this hits you directly. About 67 million Americans receive Social Security benefits, and roughly 50 million are retirees. People with disabilities, if you're on SSDI, you're getting the same 2.5% increase and facing the same Medicare premium hikes. Widows and widowers, survivor benefits follow the same pattern. Your increase is being eaten by healthcare costs too. Low-income seniors on SSI. If you're getting supplemental security income, you're in an especially desperate situation. You're already living below the poverty line, and that $27 increase doesn't come close to helping. Veterans receiving Social Security, you're not exempt from these Medicare increases either, even if you also have VA benefits. Moms and grandmothers raising grandchildren on fixed income, you're trying to stretch dollars that won't stretch. The unemployed who paid into the system for decades, you earned these benefits, but they're not enough to live on. Now, you may have heard that there are proposals out there to help seniors. Let me walk you through what's actually happening with these, because the news isn't great. The $2,000 stimulus check, the president announced plans for a $2,000 stimulus check to go out to 150 million people, including Social Security recipients. But here's the problem, and this is something most people aren't talking about, that stimulus was supposed to be funded by tariff revenue. But right now, there's a case in front of the Supreme Court challenging the legality of those tariffs. If the Supreme Court strikes down the tariffs, there's no money for the stimulus. And even if the tariffs survive the court challenge, the math doesn't add up. According to the Tax Foundation, new tariffs are projected to raise $158 billion in 2025 and $127 billion in 2026. But sending $2,000 checks to everyone, taxpayers and non-taxpayers like many Social Security recipients, would cost $466 billion. That's nearly double what the tariffs would bring in over 2 years. Major retailers like Costco are already suing the administration for refunds, believing the tariffs will be struck down. And the Justice Department has said in legal briefs that if the tariffs are ruled unlawful, importers will likely be entitled to refunds of roughly half the money collected. I'm not saying the stimulus definitely won't happen, but I am saying don't count on it, and don't base your 2026 budget on money that might never arrive. The Democratic $200 proposal, Senate Democrats introduced a bill that would give Social Security recipients an extra $200 per month from January through July 2026. That's a temporary 6-month increase. The problem? It's unlikely to pass in a Republican-controlled Congress, and even if it did, it's only temporary. What happens in August when it ends? Here's something crucial you need to understand. The way the government calculates your COLA increase is fundamentally broken. Right now, Social Security uses something called the CPIW, the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers. But you're not an urban wage earner. You're a retiree or someone with a disability. According to the Senior Citizens League, a nonpartisan organization that advocates for seniors, the current formula dramatically underestimates what seniors actually spend money on. They've crunched the numbers, and here's what they found. The current formula gives housing a weight of 41 points, but it should be 48 points because housing costs are a bigger part of your fixed income. The current formula gives medical care only 6 points, but it should be 11.2 points, nearly double, because you spend way more on health care than working people do. The current formula gives transportation 19 points, but it should only be 13 points because you're not commuting to work every day. The Senior Citizens League calculated that if the government had been using the correct formula, called CPIE, Consumer Price Index for the elderly, since 2010, you would have received an additional $370. That's $370 you're owed because they've been using the wrong calculator for 15 years. $10 here, $20 there. It adds up to hundreds of dollars in lost benefits over time. Okay, I don't want this to be all bad news, because there are programs available right now that can help you, and many people don't even know about them. Extra Help. If you qualify for Extra Help with Medicare prescription drug costs, this program can save you thousands per year. Many people who are eligible never apply because they don't know it exists. Medicare Savings Programs. These programs can help pay your Part B premium if your income is low enough. If you're single making less than about $1,715 per month, or married making less than about $2,320 per month, you might qualify. That's the entire $202.50 monthly premium covered, over $400 per year. State Assistance Programs. Many states offer property tax relief, utility assistance, and prescription drug programs that supplement Medicare. These vary by state, but they're worth researching. SHIP programs. Every state has a state health insurance assistance program, free counselors who can help you navigate Medicare and find savings. Call Medicare and ask to be connected to your state's SHIP program. SNAP benefits. Many seniors are eligible for food stamps but don't apply because they think they won't qualify. If you're struggling with food costs, apply. The worst they can say is no. Now let me tell you about the bill I mentioned at the beginning, the one that I genuinely believe could fix all of this. It's called the Social Security Expansion Act, and it addresses the 4 major problems seniors are facing right now. Problem 1. The COLA formula is broken. Solution. The Social Security Expansion Act would switch from CPIW to CPIE, the formula that actually reflects what seniors spend money on. This would mean more accurate, higher COLA increases going forward. Problem 2. You've already lost money because of the broken formula. Solution. The bill would increase Social Security benefits by $2,400 per year for current and new beneficiaries, $200 per month. That helps make up for what you've lost over the past 15 years. Problem 3. Social Security is heading for a cliff. Solution. Right now, we're told that by 2032, Social Security will only be able to pay 75% of benefits if nothing changes. The Social Security Expansion Act would extend solvency for 75 years by lifting the payroll tax cap. Currently, someone making $20 million per year pays the same amount into Social Security as someone making $176,100 because of an earnings cap. This bill would make income above $250,000 subject to Social Security taxes. Over 91% of households would not see their taxes go up by a single dime. Problem 4. Seniors receiving low benefits are living in poverty. Solution. The bill would increase the special minimum benefit so that it equals 125% of the federal poverty level. If you're currently receiving less than $1,300 per month, barely $12,000 a year, your benefit would increase substantially. For someone getting $1,000 per month, that would jump to around $1,667 per month, bringing you above the poverty line. This is the single piece of legislation that comprehensively addresses what's wrong with Social Security right now. It's not perfect, but it's the best proposal on the table. Here are concrete steps you can take today. 1. Review your Medicare coverage during the next open enrollment period. Sometimes switching plans can save you money, especially if you have regular prescriptions. 2. Check your eligibility for extra help in Medicare savings programs at ssa.gov or medicare.gov. This could save you thousands. 3. Contact your state's SHIP program for free Medicare counseling. 4. Apply for SNAP benefits if you're struggling with food costs. Don't assume you won't qualify. 5. Call or write your members of Congress and tell them to support the Social Security Expansion Act. Your voice matters. Politicians respond to constituents who speak up. 6. Join our channel membership. If you want to stay updated on changes to Social Security, Medicare, and benefits, check out the resources I've linked in the description. We have step-by-step guides on maximizing your benefits, finding discounts, and navigating all of this complexity. Here's what I want you to remember. This isn't just about 2026. This is a pattern. Social Security increases keep getting eaten up by Medicare premium increases, and it's been happening for years. Understanding this pattern helps you plan better and fight for change more effectively. The system is broken, but you're not powerless. When you understand what's happening, you can demand better. You can access programs that help. You can budget more accurately. You can join with other seniors to push Congress to pass real solutions, like the Social Security Expansion Act. You worked 35, 40, 50 years. You paid your taxes. You played by the rules. You deserve better than to watch your increase disappear before it even reaches your bank account. Look, I know this information is hard to hear. If you're living on a fixed income and you were counting on that 2026 increase to help you finally get ahead, finding out that it's being eaten up by Medicare premiums feels like a gut punch. Susan, my neighbor, she gets it. Millions of you get it. But here's what I want you to hold on to. You're not alone. There are resources available. There are programs that can help. And there are solutions on the table in Congress right now that could actually fix these problems, if enough people demand action. If this video helped you understand what's really happening with your 2026 Social Security increase, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We post videos every week about benefits, assistance programs, and real strategies for surviving on a fixed income. Drop a comment below and let me know. Are you seeing your increase eaten up by Medicare premiums? What would the Social Security Expansion Act mean for you? What other challenges are you facing? I read every comment, and your stories often inspire future videos. Check the description for links to information about the Medicare savings programs, extra help, and the Social Security Expansion Act. Knowledge is power, and I want to arm you with every tool available. Remember, you deserve dignity. You deserve security. You earned these benefits, and you deserve for them to actually be enough to live on. Don't give up. Keep fighting for what you need. Call your representatives. Apply for every program you qualify for, and I'll be here every week, making videos to help you navigate all of this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.